Stadium in Durham, North Carolina. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. It's the Tulane Green Wave and the Duke Blue Devils. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
For the Duke Blue Devils, you might have known this school for basketball, but wait just a minute. Football is making some noise. Coming off an ACC championship game appearance last year and a title, they are primed to make another run. 6-2 in the league last season. Manny Diaz has his team ascending. Can they replace their quarterback? That's the big question as they get ready to kick things off here in Wallace Wade Stadium.
So Duke's kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. Let's see what he can do with the return. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. So the Tulane Green Wave offense takes the field, and they'll have the ball first. And here comes the sophomore running back. He has become a key piece of this offense. With the draw, it's McClure. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and this crowd getting even more juice. Rides to the back. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. They'll need 3 yards here on third down to keep this opening drive alive. Looking to the big tight end. It's complete. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to him. Picked up 4 yards, now looking at 3rd and 6. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. He's going for it all. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. So the Duke Blue Devils offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand this guy is a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season. But this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. The Blue Devils will punt this one away. Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. The Green Wave offense makes its way onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Under fire. And down he goes.
And that's 2 really good plays in a row by this defense. Nice job, man. They are on it. You can tell. Reacting to what's going on, rushing the passer, being disciplined, tackling. The most important thing is getting guys on the ground. Now they've forced an advantageous situation on 3rd and long.
exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wants to return it. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. All right, guys, let's look at the big picture for Duke. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
Trying play action. And the defense getting a hand in there on 3rd down. And the Blue Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Well, that was an easy one for the officials. You can't grab a face mask like that, and it costs the defense a 1st down. Looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Now we get a timeout from the Blue Devils. That's their 1st. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's McClure. Got a little grass.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball.
Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. And the defense got it. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
The Blue Devil offense will try to get things going on this drive. A little sluggish out of the gate here. They've had to punt it away on each of their first 2 possessions. Oh, he's got some space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. The play action fake. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Blue Devils come to the line in the hurry-up.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Complete on 3rd down. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Pulls and fires complete. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. And they got the completion, but no yards. Now they need to go forward to avoid a 3rd and long. Stumbled to the ground. They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Whistles as we have a man down on the field. That is their sophomore defensive tackle. They're very high on his future. Howie Rowe will get us up to date on how he's doing. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. Looks as if we have an injured Blue Devil on the play. Training staff will take a look and will step aside. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Gonna run it. It's McClure. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Quarterback keep. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He stopped short of the 1st down marker, but there is a flag, and that looked like a clear face mask to me. You might get away with grabbing just about anything except the face mask. Got to keep those hands below the face mask. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the period, and Duke has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. They'll run it to the right. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. They go right back to him. And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Makes a grab over the middle, and he's knocked down. After the 1st down completion, it's 2nd and short. Got it behind the line. It's Richardson. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. The Blue Devils are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Puts it out of the air.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Punt is on its way. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's McClure. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Got out of trouble and throws. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Makes a move. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Here comes the Duke offense to start the drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Nicholas. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Little. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Finds his man down the middle. Touchdown, Blue Devils! He got a step and just dusted the field.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. Saw it on that play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Tulane offense takes the field to open the drive. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The run inside. It's McClure. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll field the punt. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Snagged in the middle. It's Moore. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. He lobs one high down the left side. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's there to make the stop. It'll be 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Punt is in the air. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. The Green Wave offense makes its way onto the field. They've gone 3 and out on each of their first 2 drives and really need to get something moving here. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. Running inside, it's McClure. Looks as if that'll be enough for a Tulane 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll give it to him again. There's a crease. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Second down, he'll throw it. Takes a hit as he fires. That's caught. It's Hill. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. Here comes Tulane after picking up the 1st down. Wants to throw it again. Release to the back. Got it in the middle. It's McClure. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Here comes the heat. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. This time it's complete.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. This is now a 7-point game.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. Makes the catch. It's Nicholas. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 and the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. It's complete on the right side. Timeout, Duke. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Back open in the middle. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Blue Devils take a timeout, and that's the last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, week 1, the start of a brand new season, and it's our pleasure to welcome you into the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Notre Dame taking on the #1 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the home squad, locked up in a tight one in this matchup of top 10 teams. We haven't even hit the half here today, and it's already shaping up to be an instant classic. Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country, games that promise to have an impact on the top 25. Now over to your game at Wallace-Wade Stadium. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Brooks Field inside Wallace-Wade Stadium.
About to start here in the second half, Tulane will kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Blue Devil offense will try to get things going on this drive. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. And the Blue Devils will call on their punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Oh, what a move to get open. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's McClure. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. And they pick up just a few on that completion. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. With the catch, it's Nicholas. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. The Blue Devils line up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Extending the play. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Tulane to the line, facing 2nd and short. Caught in the backfield. It's Hill. Tackled at the 29. Let's give him 5 on that one. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. That appears to be their junior starting wide receiver, someone they obviously do not want to lose. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his situation. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's McClure. Hard-nosed, determined effort to work his way up to the 35-yard line. The completion picked up 6 yards on first down, now 2nd and 4. On the run, it's McClure. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? They'll try to power their way ahead. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. Leaves it with the running back. Finding some room. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Going with the ground game left. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. The short hands, it's Daniels. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Wide receiver going in motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go forth, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Duke offense to start the drive. Wants to throw on first down. A little screen to the running back. Tried to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it. And that last one might have helped the completion percentage, but it didn't go forward. 2nd and 10 here. Pressure coming. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Blue Devils with the 1st and 10. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. He's got it on the right. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll go to the counter. And you want to talk about gang tackling, everybody on the defense run to the ball. And after that last run, we'll see if they keep it on the ground on 3rd. He'll run it again. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Blue Devils decide to punt it away. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. On the move, it's McClure. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. There's the pressure. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
3rd and Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You can tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that first down, makes the big mistake.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Flips it out to the back. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So 1st down will open up the final period. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Just feeds the running back. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. 1st down here, what has been a highly entertaining Week 0 game. What a welcome to college football for this season. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Unloads quickly. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the 1st.
Tight end now in motion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Now, after the sack, there is a man still down. That is their sophomore defensive tackle. They're very high on his future. Howie Rowe will get us up to date on how he's doing. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's good! Big 3 points to stretch the lead.
And that was an important kick here in the 4th quarter, man. You want to take that touchdown lead, make them have to go the length of the field and score a TD. Nice execution by this offense. Nice job trusting your kicker.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. The defense able to hold them to a field goal on that last drive, and now this offense will try to answer, and they need a touchdown. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Keeps it on the option. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage. Now looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 26. Looking to throw for it. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's McClure. Maybe some room here. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Using his legs, it's McClure. Got enough for the first. He now has 106 yards on the ground, and with that run, he eclipses the 100-yard mark in this season opener. In the red area, it's McClure. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. To the air on second down. Makes the catch. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Tulane looking to put one on the board from the red zone. The run inside. It's McClure. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Trying to do it on the ground. Tried to run it on 4th and 2, and he won't make it. He'll be stopped a yard short. From the gun, running back gets to give. Good pickup on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this third down from deep in your own territory. Off play action. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Linebackers are so fast nowadays, so multiple. They can do so many different things. Not only do they play the run, but if I need you to go get a sack, I can just send you. Send one of those fast linebackers that can rush the quarterback.
And the Blue Devils will punt it away on fourth down. Catches it at the 30. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Shotgun snap on third down. Throws to the wideout. He makes the catch. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. First carry of the season. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Might as well stick with him. Headed to the end zone. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. The touch pass goes absolutely nowhere. Knocked down for a loss. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Second down, they'll go to the air. Touchdown, Tulane! And they take it in for 6 more points.
great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a two-point conversion.
They just need the extra point to deadlock this game. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside is 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Give to the back. There he goes. Plows through the defense. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you now got to start kicking it into overdrive, start taking some shots and gaining up some yards.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got his man out of the backfield. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. On third and long, try to convert through the air. On the move, he fires. A spectacular one-hand grab. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to throw it. Gets it to him on the screen. Now we get a timeout from the Blue Devils. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Got his man. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. The Blue Devils will line up to punt it away. My goodness, he unloads on that one. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. Now the offense has its shot to keep this game from going into overtime. Here's a heat. Trying to buy time. On the move at the 30. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet. Set up for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Got a man in the middle. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Timeout Duke. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Looking for space. It's Daniels. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The Blue Devils take a timeout, and that's the last one. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. They'll run it. It's Daniels. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. And this one to put them on top, and it is getting late. It's good! A walk-off field goal, and what a way to start the season! You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, it just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think, would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative plays. Let's take away these turnovers. How do we create more turnovers? I think that rhythm you're talking about, Jesse, finding those things that I do well, building on them, and doing more of them.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.